Absurdism vs. Dating, Chasing the One in a Meaningless Universe. Episode 5 of Absurd Liberation. Swipe right, match, chat, date, ghost, repeat. You're looking for the one. The perfect connection. The person who'll finally make life feel complete. The soulmate who gives it all meaning. Movies, songs, apps, friends all sell the same story. Love is the ultimate purpose. Find it, and everything clicks. But what if there is no the one? What if relationships, like everything else, have no cosmic guarantee, no eternal script, no deeper why? Welcome back to Absurd Liberation. Episode 5: Absurdism vs. Dating, Chasing the One in a Meaningless Universe. Let's revolt against the fairy tale. The setup: dating as modern myth and absurd. Dating today is built on the biggest illusion of all: romantic love as salvation. We swipe, text, date, obsessed, pushing the boulder of connection uphill, hoping this time it sticks at the top, hoping this person makes the void quiet. The algorithm, the culture, the pressure all whisper, keep trying. The right one is out there. Love will complete you. Camus saw the absurd as our desperate search for meaning meeting a silent universe. Dating is that search on steroids. We demand eternal significance from temporary humans in a random world. The universe shrugs. People change, feelings fade, lives diverge, no cosmic matchmaker, no guaranteed forever. Most people react like they do to the absurd illusion: this one is different, they're my soulmate, or despair, I'll be alone forever. Love is dead. Absurdism says, face the silence. Laugh at the fairy tale. Revolt, the trap, how the myth of the one becomes a prison. The soulmate story sounds beautiful until it hurts. It turns dating into a high-stakes quest. Every match carries the weight of destiny. Rejection feels like cosmic failure. It ties self-worth to being chosen, not in a relationship. You're incomplete. Ghosted. You're unworthy. It breeds endless chasing. Apps gamify the search, keeping you hooked on the next swipe, the next hope. Burnout disguised as romance. It distracts from the absurd. Instead of accepting love might be temporary and unscripted, we double down on fantasy. When I find the one, everything will make sense. Camus Sisyphus pushes forever with no summit. Dating culture says, push harder, optimize your profile, be better. Absurdism says, there is no summit. Revolt against the myth. The revolt, dating freely in the absurd. Revolt isn't swearing off dating, though sometimes it is. It's refusing to let the myth hijack your happiness. Here are 5 ways to weaponize absurdity against the soulmate chase. 1. Call out the absurd in the moment. Feeling crushed by a ghost or bad date? Pause. Ask, in the grand nothing, does this one person cosmically define my worth? Laugh at the fairy tale. The sting fades faster. 2. Revolt with intentional connection. Date if you want, but on your terms. Meet people for the vibe, not the potential. Enjoy the conversation, the laugh, the spark, without loading it with eternal meaning. Defiance equals staying present instead of future tripping. 3. Sisyphus mode. Love with a smirk. Fall for someone, great, but know the boulder might roll back. Feelings change, lives shift. Love anyway. Invest, care, build, celebrating the push itself. One must imagine the lover happy, not because it's forever, but because you chose intensity despite the absurd. 4. Create temporary love bombs. Stop waiting for the one to unlock joy. Make small, ridiculous connections everywhere. Deep talk with a friend, flirt with a stranger, solo date yourself, pet a dog. These aren't settling, they're revolts against the idea that only romantic love counts. 5. The ultimate defiance. Be complete alone. The myth says you need the one to be whole. Absurd revolt. Be whole now. Cultivate your own life, passions, solitude. In a culture obsessed with coupling, radical self-sufficiency is revolutionary. It is saying, I don't need another half, I am already enough in the void. Dating culture wants you trapped, chasing the one for meaning. Absurdism hands you freedom. There is no cosmic soulmate, and that's liberating. Love if you want, connect deeply, but never because you need it to matter. Revolt, detach from the fairy tale. Live passionately anyway. You're not incomplete. You're a rebel in a meaningless universe. Choosing connection on your terms. If this hit, smash subscribe. We're dismantling more myths next time. Comment, What's one dating myth or habit you're ready to revolt against? Drop it below. Let's free each other. Next step 6. Absurdism versus fear of death. The ultimate absurd. Keep pushing that rock. Smile while you do it. Peace. Or whatever. Nothing matters anyway.